Hi Jeremy, hi Caroline, hi Ralph. So I will just show you quickly my phase 2 demo. I did a phase 1, I shared it with Ralph, but I was not really happy. So here is the phase 2, and hopefully I will be able to pass to the phase 3. The phase 2, actually, I'm under the CNAB context fully, and I build like 2 different CNAB bundles, and they will be installed locally on my machine where I run Docker for Windows in Linux mode. Okay, so first of all, I will just show you that I have nothing installed as Porter. So I will first build my bundle which contain K3D for creating a K3D cluster, Kubernetes cluster locally on Docker containers. Once it is done, here I will just show quickly the param option. So I will create, instead of 0 workers, I will create a cluster with actually 3 workers, for example. So here is creating the cluster, and then is creating also the 3 workers. The important part here is this one. Please have a look about this IP. This is the Docker for DockerNet in Windows master IP. So actually what it did is like it created a cluster with this IP as alternate endpoint, and then now when I will export the kubeconfig, I will be able to do something like kubectl cluster info. And again, we can see that instead of localhost, now I have an IP that is visible by all the containers, which brings me now to this package, this bundle. So this is the CNAB Helm3 bundle that I created, which is here. And this one, the showcase that I'm doing here is more about the credentials. So first, I will do the Porter build. As you can see, I'm using actually the Docker in Docker container. It allows me to connect to my local Docker install. It's a bit bigger, so it's just creating it. And once it's created and everything's pushed, I will be able to generate the credentials. Okay, here we go. So now I can Porter credentials generate, and here I love the interface. There's a small bug here in Visual Studio Code terminal, but anyway, I will choose the file path, and the file path, of course, is under my own .config-k3d K3D CNAB cluster and kube config.yaml. That will be my YAML file. So now I can install using my credentials about kube config that I defined in the Porter package. And here, as you can see, so it installed Helm3, so no tiller. It added the Brigade repository, and finally it installed Brigade. So from local, if I do a Helm list, I will be seeing the release about Brigade server. And that's it for the installation. Of course, the goal of Porter is once everything is done, we can uninstall, so we can reproduce every time we want. So I will just delete it with the credentials again, kube config. It will uninstall. Again, if I do the Helm lists that I did before, so no more release here. And if I do a Porter bundles lists, I will have just this one here, so I can of course uninstall now my latest bundle, the K3D CNAB, and here if I do a K3D list now, I don't have any more clusters. So here we go, a small demo about quite some capabilities of Porter. I'm going for a phase tree, but I will be contacting you soon everywhere. So hope it helps, hope you will be able to tell me maybe something that I did right, wrong, and any feedback is welcome. And thanks a lot for Porter. I'm having way much fun. Thank you. Bye bye.